After 10 days of waiting for a new episode of Skibidi Toilet, we finally received it. Today I will analyze in full detail everything about the new episode 67. In this video, I will talk about whether if the Terracotta Cameraman is a traitor. Is this the official base of the Skibidi Toilets? Where is Scientist Cameraman? Today I will answer all of those questions in one video. Greetings, my dear viewers. The Square on Air. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like under the video to speed up the release of the next analytical video. The episode starts with us looking at a speakerman using a bat against a white Skibidi toilet with claws. Right after, we turn and we see a large cameraman grabbing another one of the same toilets and literally break his neck. In the background, we see another one of the exact same Skibidi toilets and dark speaker man walking forward. Then we see a normal cameraman shoot a stun gun at another one of the same Skibidi toilets. It looks like the only Skibidi toilets that were sent here to attack were only those type of toilets. Continuing this analysis, we see a normal cameraman flush the toilet that was stunned and then walks forward. This Skibidi toilet had blue electricity before he had gotten flushed, which my theory for this is that these toilets who have claws, or at least some, are actually robots. But anyways, then we turn and we see our POV grabbing a plunger from a toilet, which confirms that our perspective in this episode is actually plunger cameraman. Then we see a cameraman standing by the door lock, and we see the same door that we saw in the ending of episode 67, part 4. Right after, we see the Terracotta Cameraman come up to the door lock and shoots a green laser at it. It looks like the green laser is coming from his fist. Personally, I never thought that he had a laser. It is probably very hidden. It also seems like the Terracotta Cameraman is turning into a main and important character in the series, at least that is where it's leading up to. The normal cameraman tries to give the Terracotta a hand, or to make it more specific, a handshake. The Terracotta Cameraman ends off rejecting it, and instead, the normal cameraman gives him a thumbs up. Then, we see the door open and we see a large amount of Skibidi toilets. One of them has a particular item on his claw which looks like a remote or a phone. It can also be a tablet, but I highly doubt it. Then we see a blue electricity laser, which is from the stun gun, and we take our plunger and we fire it right at the Skibidi toilet's face. Then, we run at him and flush him. Then we turn and we see Dark Speakerman taking his daggers out of the Skibidi toilet's head. Right after this, we see the Terracotta Cameraman shoot his laser at another lock. Then, we see a light appear. After, our POV goes towards the Terracotta Cameraman, which looked like they were about to fight because of Terracotta's pose. But one strange light distracts him, and we see a really strange yellow object, and we look to the right, and we see large cameraman take his rocket launcher out. Then we see the Terracotta Cameraman go towards us and tries to grab us, but we completely ignore him and start running towards the light. After, we hid behind the wall and we peek over. Then, we see a Skibidi toilet, which seems to be a builder with jetpacks and claws. Right after, we see a whole crew of gray Skibidi toilets without no upgrades, which that is about to change right now. Then, we run towards the other wall and see how the Skibidi toilets are being upgraded. First of all, we can clearly see 2 acid cans. Right after, we see large cameraman point right below to the left. Our POV points out with his finger in a form of no. We see how the large cameraman gets mad after this and probably says, "Forget it." But why would he want to go down there? Perhaps he wants to die. I am just joking, but that later becomes a reality. Then, we see the builder Skibidi toilet go more below in the base, and we see how there is jetpacks and perhaps claws and lasers too. This also might have been the place where G-Man was upgraded, since we see that there are very large-sized jetpacks. Right after, we look back and we see the other 3 agents in the back. This is the exact same leak that we got earlier this morning, but just in a different place and perspective. Also, in the top right corner of the screen, we see the inscription, "Transmission Error," and below that we see another inscription that says, "Recording Error." I honestly don't know what this means, since we clearly see that the recording is going perfectly fine. But remember earlier, when we're turning, we saw a glitch happen. Maybe there is someone hacking into this camera like the secret agent, or maybe the Terracotta Cameraman. But let's keep analyzing this episode. After we turn and the lights suddenly turn red. Then we zoom in to a Skibidi toilet and one next to him wearing a hat. Then we see another of those Skibidi builders try to attack us, but the large cameraman shoots a rocket at a bomb or gas cans. Then we turn and we see the Terracotta Cameraman shoot a laser at the electronic door lock. On the background on the board, we see a map and some letters. Here are all of the letters: G, Z, S, B, O, Y, D, W, T, Q. Here are the letters in one word. I put this word into a decoder, and it turned out to be a secret video which was unlisted in the DaFuqBoom channel. This leak was first posted by ULTIMX. From the quality of the video, people started to think that it was made by DaFuq. Here is the video without interruptions. I will also leave the link in the description. But let's keep analyzing this episode. After the Terracotta Cameraman shoots his laser, the door starts closing and our POV and the Terracotta Cameraman run forwards. Then, we look towards our back and we see the large cameraman got shot at. Right after, we see the large cameraman shoot a rocket launcher at the Skibidi builder. Then, we see a group of white toilets sitting there doing nothing, and a Skibidi toilet with two lasers starts flying towards us. These toilets we see here are probably dead since we see no heads, and they are also white, which are the original, and the ones from now are gray. Maybe they sacrificed them since they are very weak. Anyways then, we jump in the elevator and we see the large cameraman getting shot at by the lasers. Then we see blue electricity, which is the stun gun. Right after, we see the large cameraman shoot the rocket, which pushes the Skibidi toilet back. Then we look to the left, and we see the large cameraman on fire and with electricity around him. After, we see him take of his camera lens and gives it to us. Press F in the chat for him. He really did suffer a lot, DaFuq. You made us wait 10 days just to see a very sad moment. Rest in peace, brother. But the wait was worth it. After, we turn, and we see everyone in the elevator with the devastated face. Then the elevator door opens, and we see a creepy hallway with red lights. Guys, that will be the end of my analysis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and join my Discord. May the force of the square be with you.